Good afternoon. Welcome to the Rick Party Show. I am your host, Natasha Simona. Today with us, we have award-winning singer, songwriter, actress, record producer, supermom, Angie Stone. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm amazing. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? I'm over here just admiring your lipstick with the bronzer. I mean, let me find my lip gloss so I can match you.
Thick on my lips are dry, it seems like to me, but thank you.
Well, if that's dry, then I need to be in your shoes, okay? How are you doing? I mean, outside is open now, but how has the last year and a half been for you through this pandemic?
It's been a doozy. I lost my mom to COVID.
Oh my goodness, I'm
That
so
was
sorry.
very traumatic for me because I really don't believe in all that foolishness, but at the end of the day, I did lose my mom. Um, so that was, it took some adjusting for my entire family. I'm an only child, so that was the second parent that I had to bury, and
Oh
it was
my.
quite a trip for me. But overall, we are doing great now. Everybody's in a good place, and
I'm so sorry to hear that, but
everybody
I'm
back. Thank you. It's okay. I mean, we lost a lot of people. It's just she was just my mom, but we lost a lot of people. Friends and family alike. So it's been a roller coaster of a time for all of us.
well, if you need a little sister, I'm here for you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well, okay. So listen, I am so excited to talk to you because you have gotten me through a lot of breakups. You've gotten me over some times in my life when I probably shouldn't have really understood the words to the song, but I knew what you were saying.
Right.
And so I just want to talk about like where was your mind in the moments of writing your hits, performing? Like where did you have to go to get to that place to deliver such art?
Not very far, it's in my mind, but it comes from my heart. So if I'm going through a moment, I'm pulling from my own emotion. Normally, our emotions mirror each other. So what I go through and what I've gone through, it mirrors a lot of what everybody goes through. So it's easy to speak my truth, and my truth becomes your truth when it's the same scenario.
Listen, no more rain in this cloud. I still play to this day.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So you're receiving I don't you're receiving or received, I'm not sure if it has happened as yet. You are receiving the Soul Music Icon Award for the 2021 Black Music Honors.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about that and how does it make you feel after all of these years just putting in that work?
Well, overwhelming, number one, to receive that particular award. Just so many soul icons and so many people that I've stood on their shoulders. That for me to actually be recognized as a soul music icon means that for the last 40 years, I've actually,
Did you
made,
say 40?
yes,
Oh my gosh.
uh-huh. I've made a difference in the lives of so many people. Um, it was a shock when I found out that I was up for that award, and I actually going to be awarded Soul Music Icon. I'm like, I had to sit back and think about, wait a minute. And then when I hear it in the same sentence as let's give people their roses while they're here, my mind starts to say, well, I've really been doing this a long time. I started out with the first female hip hop group, The Sequence, back in 1979, the first female group to do a gold record, to tour as rappers, and to do a 12-inch record. So when you think about coming from 1979 to 2021, it is a very long time.
Well,
So
listen, I was born in 85. So to think that you were doing this before I was born, but
yes,
I can relate to every song that you've put out there. I mean, you're pretty much aging in reverse and I'm so glad that you're still here, singing and writing and just sharing your talents with us. So you also worked with Lenny Kravitz and I speak for all women. Like he's the forever crush. So can you talk to me about that? Like what was that like for you?
Lenny.
Yeah.
Oh, Lenny's like my brother. Lenny is cool
I
and
want to be his brother. Listen, I'm your new little sister, so I want to do
Lenny,
Lenny? That's just Lenny.
Lenny actually gave me the template of love in terms of how to treat all of our employees. He was very, very cool boss. And, you know, if he had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, everybody had one. So it was that kind of a party. You know, we all stayed under one roof. We had a loft in New York when the band was together. He didn't put everybody in a hotel. They all stayed in the loft together. And, you know, I was there when Zoe was born. So it was a lot to
So
see.
is he giving people the shirt off his back too? I just want to know.
Yeah, he'll give it, but he was just a good friend and a great boss. So somebody who set the bar really high for me.
That's beautiful.
Mhm.
So, you said you've been in this game for 40 years. Your
Yes.
roots start in South Carolina. So, as a young Angela in South Carolina, growing up in the church, in the Baptist church at that, did you see yourself, 10 years old, this young girl, to who you are today as this winning boom, 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 Angie
I, I
Stone?
I could only imagine back then what it would be like to be what I would call a star. When I was asked what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I would say a star, they would laugh at me. But you know, I'm a person that goes outside of the bar. And I knew average was not something I wanted to just chase an average life. I wanted something extraordinary. And I reached for my dreams and I was able to touch my dream.
What are your dreams today?
Well, my dream now today is to give others the opportunity of a lifetime, and that is help others reach the same goal that I reached, just making it a lot easier for them.
Wow, I really love that. So actually, do you also skip last year, 2020? So when you say, last year, you're really thinking 2019 because 2020 didn't exist?
Right.
Yeah, so I was going to say last year you released a new album, but in reality, we're at 2 years. So in 2019, you released an album called Full Circle. My
Yes.
favorite song on there is Perfect.
Oh yeah.
So just, talk to us about this album and, where was Angie when you wrote and produced this new
Oh, well,
album?
no, when I did Full Circle, it was like I'd done 8 albums. This was my ninth studio album. It's like, where do you go from here? And I started to think back about Mahogany Soul and Black Diamond and some of the early albums. And I said, you know what? What goes around comes around. So I'm back around to trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I just said, Angie, just do you. So Full Circle is the rendition of this is how it all began for me. So I was trying to reinvent that wheel of making that authentic Angie Stone record that talked about the things that people wanted to hear about. That's why you heard Dinosaur was so matter of fact. You know what I mean? Perfect, so matter of fact. That spoke
Yes.
things, spoke the heart, spoke the truth. And everybody knows that, you know, when you listen to Dinosaur, it's talking about things that we can all relate to. You know, we don't know how to let go of hurt. You know, when we accuse our man of something, you know, we can't let it go. Once we've let it go, and we've got to forgive them, forget, and keep it moving. But
Do we
we here
even
we
really
go,
let it go
always
though?
digging up old stuff. Every time we're trying to move on to the next, we're digging up the old stuff. We can't
Yes.
get past yesterday, and that's been a problem.
Yes. So you released this album in 2019 and then boom, you're expected, to obviously go on tour and perform. I mean, I'm pretty sure the stage is your love. And then we're hit with the pandemic. So now that we're open, are we gonna see you performing
Yes,
from the new album and also your
I,
old stuff?
I am doing starting to do a few spot dates here and there. I'm actually trying to gear up for in a show. I won't say my last tour, but I'm like Anita Baker. I'm just about ready to retire, so I think
No,
I'm gonna give it
I
one
need
more
you.
round.
I need you.
I'm gonna give it one more round of going out and doing an awesome live rendition of the Angie Stone analogy, and let's see what happens.
Awesome. Also, let's talk about Mama Morton.
Yes.
in Chicago. Are we going to see you back on the Broadway stages anytime soon?
Well, I'm really more into film and television now. I love doing that particular show, but Broadway is grueling. It is a lot of hard work. And for me, um, I liked it, but I didn't love it.
Okay. So it's one of those things you just check off the bucket list, like Broadway did that, thanks.
Yes,
Do you like going to Broadway shows as just a participant and audience member?
absolutely. I think they're beautiful.
Awesome. So I'm a boy mom, and I know you're a boy mom as well. How is your son?
My son is 24 and about to drop his first
24.
single. He is awesome. And yes, he
So he's
is.
following in the footsteps of his parents.
Yeah.
Wow. And how do you feel about him entering the entertainment space and knowing what you know and the behind the scenes? That's your baby.
I'm a little iffy about it, but I think he learned enough from trial and error to know that it's not a game. It's not easy. The expectations are great. He's seen me go through it. But his main reason for doing it is wanting to retire, Mom. He feels like you've taken
Oh,
care of everybody. It's time for us to take care of you now.
I selfishly can't ride with him on retiring mom. I need mom. I speak for all the women everywhere. We need Angie to pop in every once in a while and
I
give us some of that.
I know, but it can be overwhelming sometimes, especially the older we get in this business, the more we're disrespected in this business. And
Oh,
for me to have been put down the jewels that I've put down for the last 40 years, I can't get to this place in my life and have them offer me $2 to come out because it takes a lot for me to come out, put my band together, go out, perform 40 years worth of material, and then gotta try to figure out how I'm gonna pay the band. So it's one of those things where you quit while you're ahead.
listen. Anything that you need to do to preserve all of this womanly youth that you're giving us, I support it. And
Oh,
even though you might retire and you might pop in every once in a while, I'll forever just be blasting all your music throughout my house. So where can we find your son? We want to follow this legacy.
okay. His name is Swavo Twain One. You can get him on Instagram at SWAYVOTWAIN and the number one.
Okay.
So that's his handle. He's doing amazing. My daughter is Lady Diamond. She's doing
How old is
amazing.
she?
Diamond is 36 and Michael is 24.
Well, we know Michael because, I mean, when Angie s- announced to the world that she was having this baby with who you had the baby with, we were all like, damn it, she's the luckiest woman
Oh,
ever.
don't think that way. Trust me. They have babies, they drop them like a dime a dozen now. It's no big deal. I
So
had my
does
son 24 years ago, and I had my girl and my boy, so I was completely satisfied.
Yes. So does your son feel like, because of who mom and dad is, the pressure of living up to, the image of dad, the voice of mom, well, the voice of both of you,
Well,
how does he
my son dismisses all of that. He doesn't give it any credibility. He doesn't even want us mentioned in the same breath of his music because he's trying to prove himself to the world to be himself. And so you probably wouldn't, if I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know D'Angelo and Angie Son's out now on Marketplace until his records are hit.
well,
Then
now
you,
we know, and now the whole world knows.
well, not the whole world, just some people know that he's out there. But when the record hits, then I think they'll appreciate the fact that he didn't ride on mom and dad's coattail.
Well, I consider this the Rick Party Show exclusive. You heard it here first. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Oh, you.
Miss Angie Stone, it's a pleasure being here. I mean, I really feel like I can just morph into your world and be your little sister and,
Oh,
chat
you
with you
are my
boys,
sister. Got you. You
talk
good.
about
You
boys, talk
call me
about
at any time.
parenting.
You call me anytime. We chop it up. You need anything, y'all holler at me. I'm gonna make it do what it do.
Thank you. So what does your days look like, I don't know if we're post pandemic or just learning the new way of life. And did you, like everybody else, gain, what is it, the COVID-19 pounds or COVID-15 or whatever they want to call it?
I didn't gain any
In
weight.
my world, it was the
At the weight.
COVID-30.
I'm at the best weight. I'm at 150 pounds right now. I'm really happy. I'm
I'm jealous.
eating happy. I'm eating healthy, and I'm just in a great space right now.
That's amazing. What do you do to keep your health up? Like, are you an all organic, no carbs?
No, I don't do that. I just watch what I eat, and I'm very respectful of my body now. I don't put a lot of salt in my body anymore. I became vegan at one point. I did enough, but I realized that I did need some protein, so I slowly started back eating meat to balance out my lifestyle. So I'm in a good space right now.
Okay. Well, is there anything new that you're working on that you'd like to discuss?
Yes, I'm actually coming out with a new TV show, or a new internet-based show called House of Flave, where Music Soul Child and myself co-host, where it is basically launching a launch pad for new millennials and a bunch of new artists that we're working on. So I will give you a heads up as soon as we drop. I'll make sure you get it.
Absolutely. And would you come back on and talk to us more about it? Can we have you back?
Absolutely,
I'm ex-
absolutely. Love to
I'm
set it
excited
up.
about that.
Love to support. I'd love to send you guys some new music and get your opinion, especially on my son music. I may send it as an exclusive to you all to help me break
Yes.
Swavo. He's on the way with some great stuff.
Awesome. Do you disclose where in the world he is? Because I'm here in Los Angeles, so I'll go find him and we could sit down and chat.
Well, he's actually in Atlanta, but he's been back and forth. He was on the BET show, the next big thing. He started out then. I think that really fused his fire to keep going with music.
Wow. Well, Miss Angie Stone, I mean, beyond an honor. It's like my wildest dreams. I'm the little girl playing your music when I had no business listening to some of those words, but you got me over and through it. It's an
Thank
honor
you.
sitting here with you. You receiving the Black 2021 Black Music Honors. Please make sure you check your local listings for that. Miss Angie Stone receiving the Soul Music Icon Award.
Yes, that'll be on this Saturday, June 19th at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard
Okay.
Time. So look out for it. You're gonna be shocked.
That's
Marvin
on
Sapp
Bounce TV.
there. Yes, that's on Bounce TV. You have Genuine, myself, Marvin Sapp, CC Winans, After Seven. I mean, you got quite a few people.
Genuine.
So that's
Can we have
performing.
some
So
girl talk?
pardon me?
Tell me about that experience with Genuine.
Oh no, you cool people.
I You know what? Listen, I need to be like you, where it's like when somebody asks me, girl, what was that interview like with Genuine? I'm like, Genuine, he's cool.
Yeah, I
Listen,
mean, I know so many people that if I got starstruck and crazy over half the fine men, I mean, I wouldn't be here. So no,
I mean, it's
I
not even
won't get crazy.
starstruck. It's like, let me just put you right there in that frame. You could just
Mhm.
live on my wall.
Okay,
Well, Miss Angie Stone, thank you so much for coming to the Rick Party Show. We love
absolutely.
you.
Love you
I love
more.
you. And I
Great talking to you guys. Juneteenth weekend, the whole nine. Let's not make this the first or the last time we talk.
Thank you so much. Everyone, this is Miss wonderful, award-winning Angie Stone. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, precious. Thank you.